It's 3:08 in the morning. You are lying sideways in bed, one foot outside the blanket for temperature reasons no scientist respects. Your phone is face down. The room is finally quiet. Then your brain opens a memory from 6 years ago. The cashier said, "Enjoy your movie." You said, "You too." Your eyes open. Your stomach drops like this somehow matters again. Why now? Or maybe for you, it's not the movie thing. Maybe it's the time you waved back at someone who was waving behind you, then had to turn that wave into a fake hair adjustment. Maybe it's the message you sent with 3 exclamation marks. 3. Like your personality briefly became a birthday card. Or the meeting where you said, "Interesting," too loudly, and now your brain keeps replaying it like courtroom evidence. It feels ridiculous because it is ridiculous, but it also feels weirdly real. If this sounds familiar, you're not broken, you're human, and there's a reason for it. The name for part of this is the spotlight effect. That means your brain acts like everyone noticed you more than they actually did, which is bold because most people barely notice their own laundry. During the day, your brain has noise, messages, work, food. That one tab you opened and instantly forgot. It has other things to do. At night, the room gets quiet, your body stops moving, your phone goes dark, and the tiny security guard in your head finally starts reviewing the tapes. It pulls up old footage, it pauses the frame, it zooms in on your face, then it marks a 3-second memory as urgent. Not because the moment was huge, because the alarm is sensitive, and because the guard has terrible timing. It never does this at noon, it waits until you are defenseless in pajamas. 3 a.m. does not create the cringe, it just makes the room quiet enough to hear it. And the reason your brain cares so much is older than your bed, older than your phone, older than group chats, thankfully. For most of human history, being accepted by other people meant safety. Your group helped you find food, your group noticed danger, your group kept you alive, so your brain learned to track social mistakes carefully. If you made someone angry, that mattered. If the group rejected you, that mattered. If you looked careless, rude, strange, or unsafe, your brain wanted to remember it. Researchers have found that social pain can feel strangely close to physical pain in the brain. So embarrassment is not just a cute little feeling. It can land like a bruise. Your brain stores it with extra color. The face, the pause, the exact way your voice came out. It saves those details because details help you avoid danger next time. This made sense near a fire at night. It feels less useful when the threat is Kevin from accounting hearing you say, "Cool, cool, cool," 4 times. But your brain does not know the difference fast enough. It uses an ancient alarm for modern nonsense. A text with too many exclamation marks, a greeting that came out weird, a wave aimed at the wrong human, a meeting comment nobody wrote down. The memory feels huge because you are watching it from inside your own head. Everyone else saw it from across the room, if they saw it at all. They had their own thoughts, their own insecurities, their own weird sentence waiting for them later. They were thinking about rent, lunch, or whether their hair looked strange from the side. Your brain gives your mistake a spotlight. Their brain gives their own mistake a spotlight. So the room is full of spotlights pointing in different directions. Most people are busy starring in their own small disaster. So your brain plays the tape like evidence. But for everyone else, it was probably background noise, and this is where the story gets softer. The replay is not really about the cashier. It is about what the cashier might represent. A witness, a tiny audience, a person who saw you act strange for 1 second. Your brain starts asking questions no one invited. Did you look weird? Did you make them uncomfortable? Did they secretly judge you? Did one awkward sentence change how you exist in the room. That is why the memory can feel so sticky. Your brain is not replaying the moment because it loves pain. It is checking if the door to other people is still open. Because embarrassment is not only about looking foolish, it is about being seen wrong. You know you are more than that sentence. You know you are more than that wave. You know you are more than that text with 3 exclamation marks. But your brain wants proof, so it holds up the old moment like a receipt. See, this happened. Explain yourself. But most people did not keep the receipt. They were buying popcorn. They had taxes. They had a dentist appointment they were avoiding. They had their own sentence waiting to attack them at 3 a.m. And maybe that is the strange comfort. The thing you are afraid made you separate from everyone else is one of the most human things about you. You replay it because you care. You care how you land. You care whether people feel safe around you. You care if you were understood. That caring gets clumsy. It gets dramatic. It wears a tiny detective hat and ruins your sleep. But underneath all of that noise, there is something simple. A very old part of you still believes one bad moment can cost love. It cannot tell popcorn from exile. The memory is small. The fear underneath it is old. If seeing your weird brain clearly feels like relief, that is what Painted Brain is for. Subscribe, and the next strange habit gets a name. So when the tape starts playing, the goal is not to win an argument with it. Your brain loves arguments. It has charts. It has witnesses. It has one blurry screenshot from 2018. You might notice the tape first, before you explain it, before you fight it. Just name it. Old footage, not emergency. That sentence does not delete the memory, it changes the label. The security guard can still hold the tape, but it has to stop calling it danger. Then you can ask one quiet question. If this happened to someone else, would you still be thinking about it? Picture your friend saying "you too" to a cashier. You might laugh for 4 seconds, then you would keep living. You would not build a museum. That matters because you are probably not colder than everyone else. You are probably just harsher when the mistake has your face on it. You do not save every tiny awkward thing other people do. They probably do not save yours. And when your brain gives the memory a dramatic ending, you might add the boring one. The cashier scanned the next ticket. The friend kept eating fries. The co-worker opened another tab. Nobody called a meeting. No jury arrived. No one wrote a musical. Sometimes the smallest shift is adding the part your fear edited out. So tonight, if the 3 a.m. cringe arrives, you might try this. Call it old footage. Then say, "This felt bigger to me than to them." Then find one real thing in the room, the pillow under your cheek, the blanket on your ankle, the fan making that tiny, tired sound. This is not a magic trick. Your brain may still replay the tape, but now you are not trapped inside it. You are watching it from the room you are actually in. So now it is 3:08 again. You are still lying sideways in bed. Your phone is still face down. One foot is still outside the blanket, bravely managing climate control for the whole body. And maybe the memory still appears. The cashier says, "Enjoy your movie." You say, "You too." But this time something is different. You know what the tape is trying to do. Your brain kept the awkward moment because connection once mattered more than comfort. That does not make the replay fun. It just makes it less mysterious. You are not strange for remembering tiny things. You have a brain that takes belonging seriously. Sometimes too seriously. Sometimes with a tiny clipboard and no chill. Painted Brain is for people who like catching their own mind in the act. If that sounds like you, subscribe. Next video covers why shower arguments feel so real. What harmless moment does your brain keep replaying like it needs a full investigation?